6 boys are giving up their bedroom for you.
It'll be a miserable week. I don't even know where I am going.
Ma, it's your grandson's graduation.
Big deal. Animal grooming school. You'll know how to make that fluffy ball at the end of a poodle's tail.
Oh, those Donaldson kids won't take no for an answer.
Neither would their father at our 4th of July barbecue.
Dorothy, Rose has told me all about you.
I wish I could say the same. Oh, Blanche, this is Dr. Jonathan Newman.
Get out of here. But Dorothy, he's
A little early, yes, but we're delighted to see him.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello, Rose. You're looking lovely this evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nylon, you devil, you. I just figured out what's going on here.
Blanche.
You were sore at me for inviting your friend without asking you, so you had this guy to come over and teach me a lesson. God, I wish I was dead. Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood? Forgive me, Rose, but I haven't had sex in 15 years and it's starting to get on my nerves.
I'm going to have to ask you a few questions. Well, Lord, I can't ask you this. I can't even ask my own wife this. I'd like to.
Dean Tucker, what happened to me was really quite simple. I'm not doing very well in Professor Cooper's class, so he offered to give me an A if I would...
Do number 5?
Actually, number 5, 6, and 7B.
Why, that's terrible. What, were there any witnesses?
No.
Oh, well, that complicates things.
Why? Don't you believe me?
It's not a question of whether or not I believe you. It's just that without substantial evidence, it's just your word against his, and a man's career is at stake.
Well, so is mine, not to mention my dignity.
I'm sorry. Look, I really am. I'd like to help you. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do.
But that's not fair.
Miss Devereaux, life is not fair. I should know. I'm 43 years old, and until today, I never even heard of 7B.
Well, I've known about it for some time. And as far as I'm concerned, you can go do it to yourself.
Personally, I don't see anything wrong with dating a younger man. The 3 years I had with Ben were some of the happiest of my life. Mother! Well, after Daddy died and you kids moved out, there was just no way I could handle a place by myself. So I hired a farmhand. And he was such a nice young man. He raved about my cooking. I guess I didn't feed him very well in prison.
Anyway, while I was working on that assembly line, I met a young man named Andrew Beendorf. Oh, it was just a platonic thing. We just went out to the movies and dinner. But when George came home on leave, he was furious. He accused me unjustly of infidelity while he was off fighting in some foreign land, some God-forsaken land where people didn't even believe in Jesus. And he forbade me ever to see Andrew again. So, of course, I didn't.
So you lost a good friend just because George made you feel guilty about it.
That's right. I lost a good friend and a wonderful companion and an excellent lover. How much? $2. Get wild. Treat yourself. Give you $1.50. What does this look like, Baghdad? Get the hell out of here.
No, that's no way to sell things.
Hey, go to Neiman Marcus sometime. See if they treat you any better. You got my jewels.
But I see they didn't get your cocaine.
Oh my God, Blanche has cocaine? This is flour. I hid my jewels in the flour.
Why did you hide your jewels in the flour?
Because I didn't think they'd look there. What kind of robbers look in the flour?
That's the...
Flour's ready, Dorothy Spornak. Now you get on your feet, get out that door. March.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm going. But if anything awful happens, it's on your heads.
Oh, she's really upset. We better keep an eye on her.
Oh, you're right. We better stick to her like a tight shirt on a sweaty farmhand. You know the type with the big biceps and the hairy chest just glistening in the hot sun? I'm sorry, what were you talking about? Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy. Oh, that's right. Let's finish in school. Now, whenever you feel you're about to lose control, just take my hand and give it a little squeeze. I guarantee you'll feel 100% better.
And that's the big secret?
Oh, no. The big secret was that Miss MacGyver and Miss McKee were sharing a one-bedroom apartment off campus.
How will you?
Here you go, ladies. Dorothy, would you like some hors d'oeuvres?
No, thank you, Stan.
Blanche, would you care for something? Doesn't look like you're fighting the battle of the bulbs.
No, thank you, Stan.
Well then, I'd like to make a toast. Your attention, please, everybody. To my son-in-law and my daughter. May she be as happy with her new life mate as I am with mine.
Well, I've never had to do this before. Tell a wife that her husband's been cheating on her with me. That's the hardest thing ever to have to tell anybody.
Oh, no, it's not. How about having to tell a pregnant woman that her husband's been cheating on her with her own sister? And you're the sister. And you're pregnant, too. By her husband.
You didn't.
Not me. Last night on Dallas. Or Dynasty, or Falcons Landing, or one of those. They're all the same.
Oh, I thought you were the one.
Oh, please. I could never do anything like that. If you saw my brother-in-law, you'd know why.
As well. They drop like flies around me. Mrs. Nyland, you're not responsible for the death of my husband. I'll never date again.
You will.
I won't. I can't.
In time, you'll forget this.
Never. I promise you. It's okay. I'll get used to being alone.
Mrs. Nyland,
Yes.
you've been sleeping with my husband and he's just died. See if you can pull yourself together, because in a minute I'm going to need some comforting myself.
Isn't the same as it used to be. The rules have changed, but it's happened before, hasn't it? I mean, what did you do after Charlie died?
Buried him.
I mean, what did you do the next day when you had to start putting your life together?
I couldn't do it. I've been a housewife for 32 years. I totally depended on Charlie.
Yeah, but the point is, eventually you did what you had to do. You took care of yourself. Sweetheart, you're now in exactly the same position.
Not exactly. I'm 5 years older. And nobody wants me around. Oh, honey, we want you around. We just can't afford to pay you.
Rose, look at me. Rose, listen, you are feeling sorry for yourself. Sure, you're 5 years older. So am I. So is Blanche. All right, so you have a few more wrinkles. So do I. So is Blanche. All right, you're a little thicker around the middle. So is Blanche.
As the Reverend was performing the funeral service, I knew for sure that he wanted me. I'd always known that there'd been something between us. Sometimes from the pulpit, he'd be talking about sin. He'd look straight at me. We couldn't do anything about it because he was married, but after his wife died, there was no stopping him.
So?
Well, we could finally consummate our long and burning passion.
And
It took about 10 minutes. He wore his watch and his socks. I never saw him again.